Hi, Aries. This is Mary with Seer. Thanks for stopping by. I started your reading, but I was really ungrounded, so I didn't want to. The last one I know wasn't that clear because of all the stuff I had going on, and the retrograde really jumbled me up. So this is for. We have a big full moon this week. I believe it's tomorrow, March 9th. So this is for the second week in March 2020. And just trying to get some information on what we need to know. So I have a few cards already laid out because I did not want to redo them because this is an important reading. So we're going to start here. I'm going to flip the last one in the line and then we're going to talk about what we have. So I have the Four of Cups reversed. I have the Knight of Cups reversed. I have the Hierophant reversed. I have the King of Cups reversed. And I have the Seven of Wands reversed. So this is like current energy, right? So it could go either way. You know how time is kind of fluid. I'm going to flip the next row. I have Queen of Cups upright. This is below the Four of Cups reversed. I have, excuse me, the Lover's card reversed. I have the High Priestess reversed. I have the King of Coins, King of Pentacles reversed. So sorry, my allergies. I've been outside trying to puppy proof my backyard. And I have a Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. Current energy. Whew. So this could be you or so sorry. This could be you or the somebody that is, around you or you're involved with. Okay. So Four of Cups reversed for me as a reader speaks to coming out of the energy when we feel kind of bored, like stagnant. It's also not really seeing what's in front of us. So that could mean a lot of things. Okay. In this situation, well, let me go through the next cards because it's quite a story. Okay. Nine of Cups reversed. This is somebody that lacks commitment. Okay. This is Cups energy, so it could be a water sign. It could be, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, but it doesn't have to be. It's a young energy, and the Knight of Cups is somebody that comes in. When this is reversed, may have thought they could make a commitment in a certain place, but they couldn't. And this Four of Cups is seeing the truth about the situation. I thought I could, but I can't. So what other side, or I thought he could, and he couldn't. I thought he was loyal, and he wasn't. Something like that. So the next card is the Hierophant reverse. And this card is stepping out. It's like it's somebody that's either just rebelling against the quote unquote system, some kind of organized system. So it could be work, it could be relationship, it could be marriage. But somebody is stepping outside the guidelines. And it depends on why they're doing it. Right here, it kind of looks like that. There's lack of commitment. Okay, then I have the King of Cups reversed. Also, this is when Hierophant's reverse is not through spiritual guidance, by the way. Also, this person's cut off. And the King of Cups reversed right here. This is also somebody that is emotionally unbalanced, to the point where they're avoiding their emotions by other behavior. So it could be, okay, let me put it this way. When somebody is not emotionally balanced, especially like a water sign, they could be manipulative, they could be abusive in different ways. They could also be an alcoholic or into drugs. So whatever we need to do to avoid our feelings, and as a water sign, if we're talking about a water sign here, then that's really, that's tough because that's what they own. Water signs, they live in their emotions. So if they're avoiding their emotions, it's a big one. Okay. But doesn't have to be a water sign. It's masculine energy. It doesn't have to be masculine, but so sorry. It could represent you, Aries, if this is you. But being the different suits, different suits represent different things. And so this is somebody that's avoiding their emotions big time. They just keep telling me to make sure I say that. Okay. Okay. And so 7 of Wands reversed. So sorry about my allergies. Yes, I'm going to take some allergy medicine. I took some about 4 o'clock this morning. So the 7 of Wands reversed is kind of, for me as a reader, it's not being able to defend this. Not being able to, it's no longer worth working with, you know? Not being able to defend the behavior or defend myself and being a part of this, however that looks, okay? All right. So now we're going to look at the next row. So right below the 4 of Cups reversed, it's coming out of the energy of being bored, right? Coming out of the energy of not seeing something. Right below that is a Queen of Cups. This is the counterpart to the King of Cups here that's reversed. That's avoiding his emotions. And so to me, this says somebody didn't realize that they had this wonderful, incredible person that was full of love that they were, I don't know, like taking for granted. Okay. And if this is you, Aries, it could be you're saying, I know who I am, that I am this person full of love, and I've been taken for granted, and I've been overlooked, right? And then we have the Lovers reversed, and when this is reversed, it's some choices made in love that are not made, it's kind of like they're bad choices. Because people choose other people for all different reasons, They choose to be in third party, which it could mean a third party relationship, because it's not being protected by the angel here because it's reversed. So a lot of times it does mean third party relationships. Somebody putting you in the middle of something else. Somebody not being loyal to you. And it was like they never even, it's almost like if they were, it was for a very short time. And I'm sorry to tell you that. Whoever side this is on. Love is reversed. It's a Gemini card. It doesn't mean it's a Gemini. But when we make these choices in love, it's because we're not reconciling the sides of ourselves. We're not looking at things from all the perspectives. So we're not making a clear choice. And so we leave people hanging. And we get ourselves and others involved in third parties. So the next card here is, or we choose somebody and then realize, or don't realize, the value of the person that we were actually with. And a lot of that is this person's. Many times it's not anything about the person that was left or cheated on. It was always about the person that did it. It was always about them not feeling good enough. I don't know why this is coming through, Aries. It's like somebody said, well, you were going to leave me anyway. Wow, right? It's not good enough, is it? So the next card is a High Priestess. And this is right below the Hierophant, reversed. And this is the counterpart to the Hierophant, by the way. Okay. So this is the physical manifestation of stepping outside the boundaries. But this is the High Priestess. Well, she usually has intuition and knowledge. And so it's kind of almost this Queen of Cups, the female energy in this situation. It's like she didn't know. I don't know if this was blocked for some reason. It's almost like she couldn't see it. Not sure why. And that would be the question. Maybe it hit somebody out of the blue. Because they were not being guided by their higher self, by their intuition. So below the King of Cups, I have the King of Pentacles. So this is another king that's not, he's not loyal. He's not the perfect dad, perfect father. I'm just going to keep talking because I'm trying to just find out. I might pull a card on both of these or what's in between both kings, okay? I'm not sure if it's the same person or not, but maybe at one time somebody thought this person could provide for them, even though they might not have been emotionally available. But it doesn't look like here that's the truth either. That somebody is not financially viable. I don't know what that means, but financially, they don't have what they said they had, or they were just plain dishonest about it. You know, they presented themselves one way when in the end they were not. They were just it was just a big con. Hmm, interesting. Okay, and the next card. This is below not being able to defend this anymore. There's two sevens here, which I think is interesting. Two sevens, 7 of Cups, not being able to defend, being part of an option, an option. So I'm not sure if the Queen of Cups had two options also. Yeah. Hmm. Maybe both of you had two options. But it looks like the Queen's options weren't very good either. Ah, goodness. So what I want to do is get a card in between. I'm going to pull another deck. I'm going to get a couple cards on the King of Cups and then a couple cards on the King of Pentacles. Reverse. Both of those are reversed. And maybe the queen, maybe for this, the female here, she's looking at someone else and she's trying to read this person and see if this is a good option. If this is what the King of Pentacles is, and this is just, we'll find out right now. It doesn't feel like it is, so. Please tell us about the King of Cups. It's a 10 of Pentacles. This is a lost legacy. It's a financial ruin, but it also could be based on some, let me get another card before I go there. It could be this person's lack of emotional stability could be from what they lost financially. And that might be some truth that's coming in, some harsh truth, and that they can't defend. And you know what? It could be that their parting has caused the financial loss also. And that's there's nothing they can defend there. And maybe that's why this is reversed. Let me get another deck and see how it looks there for the King of Pentacles. Now, the 7 of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups at the end could be, saying, really look at any obstacles, any options before getting involved, because things always look great on the outside before you actually uncover and delve into what's in each cup. Options, it always looks like things are great options when we're not really in it. So the King of Cups reversed, it says coins, so that's why I keep saying cups. King of Pentacles reversed. It's a coins. Looks like 4 of Wands. It's somebody had a relationship. It's something about a relationship or a home. Maybe it is the same person. You can let me know. But somebody that nobody... 8 of Wands reverse is somebody that's either been blocked or no longer talking to somebody. So it could be this Queen of Cups has blocked this person, okay? Saying I'm not an option, or maybe you're one of my options, because it's still upright. So it's a fantasy. There's like a fantasy illusion, Okay, I'll get one more here. 10 of Wands. This is the end of the burden on this one here. The marriage. So it kind of feels like it's the same situation. It's just giving more information about not only was this person emotionally unavailable, they're financially kind of ruined too, or looking that way they may be. So sorry. Let me get a card. Couple cards on the options here. The kind of fantasy. So I told you guys I went to this rodeo. So I went to this rodeo to sell my jewelry, and it was really fun. It was like 5 days, and and they had these little Aussie puppies for sale, and I came home with the Aussie puppy, and so she's 6 weeks old, and she is adorable. She's sleeping in her little crate right now. She has one blue eye. Okay, so Three of Swords. So it looks like that, there is an illusion about, well, I have the Three of Swords. So it is being an option created a broken heart. Being treated as an option. I have the Wheel of Fortune, and it feels like it's bad luck, doesn't it? When you get hurt that bad and it breaks your heart, and there's something like Three of Swords is like a third party, right? We kind of already talked about that with the lovers. It feels like, man, everything has gone wrong, right? I want to get a card from the High Priestess here. Queen of Swords reversed. Queen of Swords reversed is an air sign. Excuse me. So this could be Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be those feminine energy, but this is somebody that's just mad and not going to take it anymore. And I don't know if the anger might have blocked some of the intuition of the anger. And just the fact that it's right below the counterpart. So one's a high priest. The Hierophant is a high priest. The High Priestess is a counterpart. It could just be that, no, I'm not doing that anymore. And it could have been that too. So I know I'm giving you a lot of could-haves. I'm really sorry. It's kind of complicated, right? Okay. So it looks like here that the feminine energy is saying, I'm not doing this anymore. This is crap. And saying, how do I change? It's almost like there's a question, how do I change my fate? How do I change this? That is the right question, actually. Let me pick these up, because I don't want to dwell anymore in that darkness. You know what I mean? So let's bump it up a couple. Bump up the energy here. I'm doing this in case I want to use it at Dex. So. All right, so we have the. So sorry. So we have the facts, right? Or some of the background and kind of the current situation. Please tell Aries what we need to know. Here's the Ten of Pentacles again. So here's this ruin. But this is also, to me, as a reader, like a dark legacy. This is leaving the past behind. The question was, I think, the kind of heard you guys say, what do we need to do? How do we change this? Change the fate. Change it to good luck. Hangman. Well, it looks like that we need to look at the details. When the Hangman reverse, for me as a reader, so sorry. Hang on. Let me just grab that. It's my daughter. Hang on. So sorry about the interruptions, Aries. Kind of interesting, right? Kind of goes with the reading, it feels like. Okay, so the Hangman for me as a reader, when it's reversed, is saying I need to look. We were saying, how do I change this? How do I change the energy? That would be to go in and really look at the details and say, why did this happen? How is this in some way? It's like it's a clearing, right? How do we get to a better place? Hangman reverse is saying, well, there's some kind of situation some people look at it like a sacrifice. What sacrifice do you think you've been avoiding making? Do you think that maybe what thing has been hard for you to leave behind in your behavior or the way you choose people? Or I'm not sure if it's leaving something, leaving money behind, or leaving stability behind. Oh, that's a question that has not been asked for somebody here. But if we can ask that question, then the next card is about the Nine of Cups. And this is it's like it's a wish card. So it's like we worked hard and we filled our cups with the things that we love. So the question is, what is it going to, it's almost like what would make you happy? Maybe, sometimes we're just kind of distracted with stuff and the world and every day and the kids or the pets or the paying bills and, the struggle of living. And we forget about what we really want. So then I have the Knight of Cups. And this is about moving forward. I mean, loving yourself enough for me. This is what this is saying right here. Maybe it's time to consider what you want in this world, what you want to bring forward, what you want to have in your own cup. And you want to give to others. And what you really want from others. It's just not about stability. Because we can see sometimes how that's just can be taken. And it's not, sometimes, I think, right now, it's like the energy, it's almost like we're not going to be supported unless we're going to do things for the right reason. What does that mean? What is the right reason for you? That's a question. What is the right reason? To really go after your heart's desires, maybe. To go after what you really wanted to do. I'll do 4 more cards underneath. I have the Sun here, and this is about, it's about innocence, going back to innocence, what makes us happy, right? It's a childlike wonder and living and being transparent, not having secrets, not having illusions, but being out in the bright sunlight and saying, hey, this is who I am. And nothing's going to break us, right? Queen of Cups. Here's somebody again as a Queen of Cups. Still loving, still with love in her heart, carrying it on her sleeve. I'm not afraid to love. But now, protecting that cup. Protecting that cup and saying, if I don't have a transparent situation, then maybe I should consider who I give this cup to. Maybe they have to swim in the water of emotion with me and not be blocked. People go into relationships for all different reasons, for all different reasons. And part of this process is identifying your reasons for it, or whoever this Queen of Cups is here. Okay, because 5 of Cups, reverse, 5 of Cups. We've had the regrets, the loss, and the pain. And we've sat in that energy and said, woulda, shoulda, coulda, why? Again, in order for us to receive what we truly want, we need to be taking those steps every day. And if something looks like it's not what we want, then we need to address it right then and not wait for it to fix itself. How can that fix itself when we're not even sure about it? And it's so simple, but it's kind of the way a lot of us have been doing things. We're just barely surviving, So, this is 7 of Swords reverse. It's catching the deception as it happens, whether it's by us doing it to ourselves or others. And that's why not waiting until things are out of hand. If you start dating somebody or around somebody that you really like, and you see a red flag, and you go, "Oh, now that couldn't mean that." That's the difference in where the hangman, where we really need to look at something. Does it remind you of something in the past, and was that something being overlooked? Because remember, in the very first card was coming out of the energy of overlooking stuff, seeing things for what they really are. And then the Sun card is about being transparent and living in transparency. When you're, only have those around you that have your back. If they don't have your back, why are they there? And if you don't have somebody's back and you don't really like them, why are you there? Right? I know it's kind of harsh, but it's kind of the way it's getting delivered. The full moon is a time to release what we no longer want and to wish for the things we do. So, I love you, Aries. Take care. Maybe I'll post a picture of my puppy here soon before she gets too big. Anyway, take care. Talk to you soon.